Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is still dropping. We've actually hit my target level that I talked about yesterday. Talked about that I would expect the price to drop to $90, and that's pretty much where we are exactly now when I make this video. Just want to bring the price up. There you go, $90. Because yesterday when I made my last update, we were around, I think 94, 95, and we had stopped here pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and there was no clear support level, everything. So therefore, for me, the logical next support, as we dropped and made a lower high anyway, was that we are dropping here to this $90 level. Now, some people might read this, what we're having on the chart here, as a descending wedge. And to be fair, that is true, but also it's a head and shoulders. Yeah. So in the end, I don't necessarily like patterns too much. They're often fake outs. They are too simple. Everybody can read them. Therefore, they often don't really work. But it's still worth looking at what's going on here, because as the price is getting squeezed into an apex, a breakout, or basically a breakout to this pattern will be likely, and that could be to the downside or the upside. Personally, with the current sentiment in the market, with Bitcoin dropping just as we speak, I would expect a price drop, especially as here on the 4-hour chart, the RSI can drop still further. On the MACD also, you have a further selling pressure increasing, and the RSI has more scope to move lower. Yeah, and therefore I would expect it to drop lower. That's purely just my guess. Even if it goes higher from here, I think what I said before, we're going to see once more lower levels. I think so. Primarily, I would expect still this sell-off in this wave 5 region, and that could go down to $55. I think a $55 Solana would be actually very realistic, given what I do expect for Bitcoin anyway. And, you know, let's look at the Fibonacci levels, because this is essentially what this yellow target area represents. If we go from the low to the high, I just need to find the low once more. So that's it. That is how this how the target area was defined, sitting between the 61.8 Fib level at $9,900, yeah, and the 0.786 Fib level at 55.56. We can even, and that is what some cryptos have done, yeah, we can even drop to the 88.7% Fibonacci level. That's $30. Now, I didn't have this on the chart because it was quite a bit of a drop from $260, and I mean $100 was for me a very likely one. That was always the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, the most likely one, but we've now obviously gone below that. Therefore, for me, the 78.6% level at $55 is the next logical step, especially as here this previous low of the wave 3 did not land on a Fibonacci retracement level, and therefore I would expect the next one, and that is oftentimes what happens. Also, we haven't broken out here at all out of the descending channel. We've come here into the yellow target area, did what we need to do in a wave 4, and now we are heading down here quite fast, have this head and shoulders, and if this breaks, yeah, I think then we can expect us to go down first to this red support line, which is at $81, the previous low, and after that I would expect us to drop lower. And that is all based also on the price action, the structure. That is also part of technical analysis. You need to be able to read price structure, and if you combine this with Elliott waves and indicators, it can be very powerful. I did explain that in the previous video, and that was also a reason why I did stick here with the primary expectation that we are going to drop once more and actually are going to see lower lows. And we've seen a lower low here, another lower low, another lower low. And if you lose to $81, I think then it's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to see those $55 here, or at the latest at $30, I would expect the turnaround, and that we then from there go to new all-time highs. But if we do not see this, if we do not find support there, then yeah, you can see much lower prices. So this is really the last level, $30, where we need to find support. But that is the fact for, or that situation for all of the other altcoins as well. If they lose their lowest level, their 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level, yeah, I mean, then we have to talk about much lower levels. Don't expect it at all. Yeah, but so therefore I think the $30 should be the minimum. But 55 is my primary expectation. Yeah, I mean, also the indicators support lower prices. Again, the 8-hour chart, MACD, another bearish crossover, just are all pointing further to the downside, and you don't see this currently turning around. And on the daily, that is even more significant. On the daily, we talked about it yesterday. I think tomorrow we are going to see this bearish crossover here, and that will also fuel lower prices. On the weekly one, yeah, we also don't really see any turnaround here. So the weekly one continues to sell off. Also the MACD and the RSI is also in the lower range. Now, if we take a look, this was also obviously the Elliott wave structure here. A wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 currently to the downside. At any point in this red target area, which is currently still sitting between $55 and $100, I do expect at any point a possible turnaround. It is possible, yeah, but still primarily I expect another sell-off. But anywhere in there, the turnaround can happen. That is just what everybody needs to understand. That is where I expect the turnaround, yeah. Or even in the worst case, we can even drop lower to $30. I don't think it's necessarily going to happen, but it's certainly a possibility, because Solana wouldn't be the only altcoin that has seen the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level. The next wave up in a wave 3, we have at least a target for $420. Yeah, but I think looking at how impulsive and how strong that first major wave was, yeah, I would expect that we can see here in the next wave also the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level at $680. Yeah, so also just want to take a look at the EMA ribbon, because that is important as well. The exponential moving average ribbon here, also below that on the weekly, so that also will confirm further price drops. The 4-day chart as well below that. Yeah, let's take a look on the daily chart. Even here we're below the EMA ribbon, have actually been below the EMA ribbon since the beginning of the correction, since we dropped below $200 pretty much. There was a bit of a fake out here, that's it. Until then, the price could not push higher than that. And the very short term one, the 4-hour as well, we even had a short signal here that was on the 11th of February. Yeah, short signal on the EMA ribbon, and that was when we were at $110. So I can recommend using this indicator, but don't use it on its own. But it is a useful one, the EMA ribbon, yeah, especially with these short and long signals, can be useful. But it doesn't, of course, always work, not always. But yeah, we are on all time frames below the EMA ribbon, and the way the price is coming down here is just very impulsive. I mean, look at these red candles compared to that counter movement to the upside, which is fairly corrective, and then down impulsive. Now we're just hovering above this support line. If you lose the $89, yeah, then we can expect the $80 level or $81 level in the next instance. In the to the upside, resistance at the moment here $100. Yeah, absolutely. We can even go higher. We can even try the $100 level again, but I think in the current environment, Solana would struggle to push through there. Yeah, that's my view here on Solana. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe check out the channel membership. Here you can get access to the Telegram chat. You can get access to the Discord server. And on this weekend, I will publish my 2022 outlook for the altcoins, most of the altcoins at least, that I cover on this channel. It's a lot of work to do that, but my 2022 outlook with charts as well and detailed explanation. So I think that can be useful, but only for everybody with Discord access. And if you want to join the channel membership, you can do so either on my website or here on YouTube. And the links for that you can find in the description. Also, every channel member can get access to one weekly live stream on a Sunday. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.